A lot of libertarians kind of get mad at the Webster Tarpley and Lyndon LaRouche types. They're more of an old school federalist, traditional Republican type ideology with the protectionism and the economic interventionism with not as much foreign policy emphasis. Even though I think most of the stuff that comes out of what Webster Tarpley will write, I think most of it's just junk. But I think he has some points that libertarians should listen to because he focuses on the idea of, he's in that whole paranoid British conspiracy world that Lyndon LaRouche is in. But he does touch on the divide and conquer tactics that the British Empire used, and this is why he hates the secession type ideas, smaller government, break up into separate states. He's a federalist. That was the original thing: bring all the states together, with the internal improvements and the tariffs and the economic nationalism, like Lincoln, Adams. But the main thing is he focuses on the don't be fooled by the divide and conquer. And I think what Webster Tarpley has to say does have some relevance because a lot of libertarians, we come from different backgrounds, and really the way that some of the mainstream political parties or the mainstream ideologies that support tyranny, the way they try and get you is if you're like a fair weather libertarian. You might have just come in, you'd voted for a libertarian once, or you supported for Ron Paul or Gary Johnson, but they'll come and they'll get you on a little micro issue. So they'll come in and they'll say, hey, you're pro-life, okay, pro-life in the abortion sense. Well, that's good. You should vote for us because we believe in that, and that libertarian over there doesn't. But at the same time, here you need to implicitly endorse the slaughter of innocents in foreign countries. This would be the Republican trying to appeal to a pro-life libertarian voter, a Ron Paul type. Or if you came in as one of the more left libertarians, the ones who care less about the economic issues and care more about the wars and the social issues, freedom to get a gay marriage or whatever, they'll come in and, this is divide and conquer, just like Webster Tarpley says. This is how they get people who normally wouldn't vote for one thing. They come in and they pick at one issue, and they'll say, you need to endorse this, and when you do that, you endorse this, so vote for us, and the tyranny, the wars, the economic corporatism, fascism, communism, that all comes along with the ticket. But since you believe in this one thing, so like like I was saying, you're a left libertarian type, they come in and they say, we want to label GMO, because I know a lot of the left libertarian people are into that. We want to label GMO. But at the same time, we're going to go bomb this country over here because we think they're violating human rights. But in actuality, we're the ones who are violating human rights. We just want the crude oil. See Sudan. They were pushing that big in the last decade. They wanted to start a war there. That was the liberal war. That's what, John Kerry, Hillary Clinton, they wanted the Sudan war. I remember, people go around with the shirts, UN intervene now, U.S. get out of Iraq, get into Sudan. Well, what do they have? Look in the South Sudan. They got crude oil, and they got plenty of it. They just don't have a pipeline for it. So that's what they need. They wanted to invade Sudan for that. That your average left libertarian or anti-war voter was not, in tune with that. They were saying, well, we need to go in and save the people, when in reality they, divide and conquer. They're hiding the agenda behind that. And Webster Tarpley says a lot about that. I think he always has a very interesting take on foreign policy. That's why I continue to listen to him, because he will, he'll say things, he'll be like, libertarians, it's hogwash, it's economic disaster, but then he'll go in and he'll home in on some key things, like, here's what Russia's doing. Look, Russia wants to get involved. Or, here's the hidden motive. What does the U.S. government want with this? I remember he had some nice things to say back when he was in Libya during the U.S. orchestrated chaos. And what's the common denominator there? I was talking about Sudan. Well, Libya's got crude oil. They produce, I think they're an over 1 million barrel a day producer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. So anyway, Webster, he says a lot of crazy things, but maybe stick with him. Watch what he has to say on the foreign policy and the overall divide and conquer theme, how they try and pick off voters, groups, countries, because they'll focus on one issue that is inconsequential. And if you sign onto them with that one issue, they bring in the rest of the garbage, and now you're on board as supporting that too. Thanks for watching.